guys, it's Tarkin coming at you again with another game of hardcore Minecraft. And today, just wanting to hang out. Don't want any more excitement. We're just gonna run home. Had my first extended jaunt in the Nether, and it was rather more excitement than I had been prepared for. But I'm not gonna not go back. I just don't. I don't want to go back right now. I want to spend a little bit of time hanging out, listening to the squawking parrot, you know, that kind of thing. There's another portal out here in the water. I do want to raid it for obsidian. So real quick, we're just gonna toss a bed and crash for the night. Might have to kill a creeper or two in the morning. It's feasible, but not necessary. Come on now. Put your head up on my shoulder. Or not. You know. It'll be alright. The bird will teleport to me, or it can swim easily to the jungle. I think it'll just show up, though. It's not like I'm... Yeah, there we go. I'm not marooning the bird. It's not like out of sight of land. I do have a bucket of lava. Now, I don't know what use that could be, but I could use it to destroy pillager towers, so I should say that I do know what use it could be. But I don't want to make another portal out here, because, well, to me, it makes more sense to just use the one that I already have at the town. Oh, a block of gold. Naturally. That's just where I would keep it. I actually would not have thought to look there, so just goes to show that there's many wonderful mysteries that lie beneath. And I moved away again, even though I remembered slightly later that inhibits the acquisition of the obsidian blocks by a little bit of time. But it doesn't take absolutely ages to mine, so it's not so bad as it could be. Next time when I go in the Nether, I am going to want to bring torches, because I should recall that where I get out of the Nether, I may well need them. But some of it, I think, is just that the Nether is very intense for me. There's a lot of, like, hostile and neutral mob sounds, but the hostile ones and the neutral ones, you know, they're the same for much of them. You know, the sounds of the piglins and whatnot. So it's not a matter of, okay, I hear the creaking of bones, I should be afraid. It's more like, oh, it's the grunting of animals again, but before I know it, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. Shipwreck out this way. Probably already been there? No, it's not a shipwreck. This is a sand formation, actually. Shipwreck out that way, probably. Shipwreck right there peeking out of the water. I've probably been to all of these, but they do grow to resemble each other after a time. We should just go this way across the ocean for like a while, and then we'll be back home again. Ready to, I don't know, like hang out and build something, plant some more trees. That last video took a lot out of me. I really thought it was going to be the last one on this world. But Well, spoilers if you didn't watch it, but I didn't die. Although I definitely thought I was going to. But I think I've formulated a couple of brain cells in the last little bit since I've been playing, and now I think I've got like more of a plan. Because I can just trade with piglins for fire protection potions before I go and get into any kind of danger. This way-ish. If I'm going right back to where I came from, then... No, I don't think that's the case. I turned the wrong way. I need to be going this way? Yeah. So more or less kind of going sort of in the right direction. That's cagey enough to not be an out-and-out lie. The thing about the inventory limits... Oh, a sand pillar. Fantastic. Just as I thought, we were right on the way there. We've got an underwater portal here, so that actually is quite nice. We'll be able to take the gold and maybe a little bit of obsidian, and we'll mine it until I get bored, and then I'll leave. Ah. Apparently there are zombies all around, and that one's got a trident, so we will mine it until we get them. Alright. It's up to you and me, Axolotl. Alright, it is not up to you and me. Alright, I have thrown him out onto a ritual piece of kelp. A devastating strike. Oh yeah. Alright, there are a lot of drowned here, but they're not particularly dangerous. You know, if you have a lot of water breathing and many, many levels of protection and all of the other stuff. Fast movement. Oh, there's a boat over there. Perhaps they were previously of the boat. Alright, so as I was saying, we're just gonna mine this until I get bored. But 14 obsidian is enough for another portal, and another golden apple is enough for another golden apple. I wonder how you light these underwater. It's probably stupid. You probably just, like, fill in the space around them, or the inside. Maybe you put a door there and light it. Anyway, I'm sure it's not too hard. You would just need the water to not be there. Because the lighting of it on fire appears, to my eyes, to be a necessary component. But alright, we've got 18 obsidian. That's pretty good. And we're gonna move on, trying to get home. But if this is that sand pillar that I'm thinking it is, this is... Okay, never mind, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost. No, maybe I'm not. This would have been, like, towards the direction that I started at, and then this would be, like, original dirt house area over here, and this would be that sand pillar? Maybe? That kind of tracks, yeah, because here, yeah, there's that field. And I ditched my axolotl in the ocean and did not get any kind of achievement for it. But as we see the boat left there, it's very clear that I've been here before. Another drowned slain. I just don't like them. Their gurgling displeases me. And moreover, I have a grudge due to a past tragedy with those zombies of the deep. Speaking of, here's a couple, and I am gonna hit them with my sword. Oh, there are 4 of them here, yeah. Make that 5. That's me, yeah, that's right. Do I know the number that comes after that? I do not, because I don't see any more zombies. And that is the only way I can remember what numbers are. Everyone's got their own devices, but me, if I don't see the amount of objects that directly corresponds to a number, I somehow cannot think of the number. It could happen to anyone. But we're just going to gallivant here across the ocean in the dead of night. What could go wrong? And return home. But actually, I need to chomp on some steaks first. You don't want to be rowing a boat hungry. You'll regret that. That's the thing about, really hard physical labor. Rowing boats is definitely hard physical labor, like hiking with a lot of weight on, whatever you have experience with. I haven't rowed many boats, but I've worked pretty hard in the past. But, it's hard to do when you're hungry. And then it becomes, almost impossible to do. Because if you're not hungry, then you can power through discomfort and fatigue to a great extent, but it's just so much harder to do it if you can't eat. At least to me. Everyone, experiences difficulties in different ways, so maybe some people find it easy, and I'm sort of over-universalizing it. The dog is... This is a very brave dog. Respect. Oh, it's because they're made out of bones. And the skeleton's afraid of him because he knows he's going to gnaw on him after he defeats him. That's hilarious. We've got a little miniature zombie horde behind us. That was a massive explosion. I must have eaten either an enchanted thing or I would have been directly on top of the creeper explosion, because that was much more damage than I was expecting to take. Alright, so in conclusion, there's an absolute ton of dudes here, and I don't really want to drag them to the town. So maybe we'll just fight through the night, and that'll be a fun little thing. Of course, in no real danger. Yeah, we'll get third-person fight practice. Alright, so taking 2 hits, and he picked up armor off of the ground, so not a great start. Alright, taking 1 hit. Can I jump backwards and hit them? Alright, now they've got swords. This is getting serious. I just need to see where... Is it when they enter the block directly in front of me that the collision happens, and I'm, like, being too thoughtful about where their character model is? Because if that's what it is, then I just need to pay more attention to that. And then also, because if I'm at, like, this part of a block, then I can hit them potentially while they're trying to get into that one. But if I'm up here, I can defend before they get into it. So perhaps that's like a higher level movement thing. It occurs to me that I need a canal here. But, if you can't be bothered to get a canal the real normal way, the least you can do is hit a creeper with a shovel. And, this is sort of like giving monsters jobs, right? Oh, well, except there, where it didn't work. Probably because they were in water, dispersing the force and all. But, it was a tense night at the beginning, but now it's a peaceful little day. That's often how Minecraft can be. You just get your setup, and before long, everything is reasonable. And you're concerned with, like, the fluid dynamics and rapids of a canal that's in a place that I am now realizing I didn't really want to build it in. But, that's the thing about giving creepers jobs, is that they mean well, but they're not engineers, They do it for the love of explosives more than, like, for a love of any, like, well-reasoned thing, like I'm one to talk. Yes, me, the pinnacle of reason. Witness as I attempt to figure out how water works for the 15th time. Do we remove source blocks underneath it, and that's why this is happening? Anyway, unimportant. This is not going to be much of a canal. Did no more monsters spawn? Were they all, like, just so inspired by me murking everybody that they decided to give me a little bit of space? It's day 130. And all of the zombies are dead. Sort of sounded like a zombie. Alright. Well, that kind of worked. The only important thing is if I can get a boat through it. And if I can, then I will consider this a good canal. I can sort of get a boat through it. It is a good canal. Do I need another one now? No, I already built one here. That's a witch. Alright, so we've got a witch on that island. There's also an enderman over there. I don't like witches. However... What time is it? No, I can't tell. I don't want to leave them there. I don't think they're burned up by the daytime, and did they just disappear? What? I don't like that. Do they drink invisibility potions? This is a bad time to learn about the invisibility potions. Murgle, Murgle, Murgle from the drowned. Alright, so... I was certain that I saw a witch. Maybe they were there to do like a ritual under the moon, and now that sunrise has happened, they have disappeared. I actually really like this setup here. It's impossible to aim a bow and arrow in the third person, so this is like my dream in RPGs, right? You get on a vehicle like a horse, or in this case a boat, with a bow and arrow, and then you just like rain down vengeance upon your enemies, or in this case arrows. Vengeance can take many forms, some of them arrow-shaped, and others, you know, cannonball, fire. What I'm saying about vengeance is you can never be sure whether or not an arrow-shaped vengeance will be good enough. But you have to try. Alright, so if there was a witch, I don't think they're around anymore. They might have seen me eyeing them. And they were like afraid? That's a thing that monsters could feel, right? But anyway, I feel very good about all this. Because at the bottom of everything, I didn't die. And apparently not engaging the witch for a little while was practical, so good for me. We return home with a diamond and a lot of fear. But that's it's alright. It's not too bad. I think that'll do it for this video. And when we return, I'll probably just do some peaceful stuff. I might fight through a whole night, but I think, you know, just maybe farm up a little bit more experience, go to the chickens, you know, run around, do some boring things, maybe explore, but only on the overworld. Look for like a desert, maybe get some samples there, or you know, try to get a couple more of the advancements that I haven't got yet. Oh, there's a whole thing for Nether advancements that I didn't get because I hadn't been there yet, so okay. And when I pick up Crying Obsidian, I should get it. I think I'd picked it up before, but that didn't count because I was outside. But alright, there's a bunch of stuff to do in the Nether as well. But I will do that on some other day. Like I will do all of these other things on some other day. For I intend to live forever. But the first way to start living forever is to get something to eat. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And when we return, it'll be, you know, some inventory management. The cornerstone of every interesting beginning to video. And it occurs to me that if I wanted to like interest people in these things, then maybe the very beginning shouldn't be inventory management. But not for the first time. I relate that I do things a lot differently if I, you know, wanted to manipulate people into liking me better. With a lava bucket, man, I bet I could just like take that to the top of a pillager outpost and pour it down and then just burn the whole thing. That's a sentence normal people say. With a smile in their voice too, you know, because look, they're very bad people. Whatever, I don't have to explain myself to anybody. But no, for real though, thank you guys for hanging out, listening to me talk to myself. Wait, do I have like 8 diamonds now? My stars, I could actually make stuff out of diamonds if I wanted. But you know, the emerald life is too appealing. I've got so much stuff. You know, I really could start to play the game. But if I mess around with this much more, then I'll forget that I was supposed to be eating and ending the video. So, the Horn of Ponder, I don't think it actually draws enemies to us, so I'm gonna blow it. And that is a horn you can blow if you ever have to be thoughtful and think about things. And now that I have pondered the nature of these videos and indeed of the universe, I am ready to end this one. But it won't be the last one. Probably got a couple more in me before I change out of this periodic table of elements shirt and into a different one with a new day. So, I hope I'll see you there.